It is sponsored by Douthat Insurance.
Well, we are here on location today here at Douthat Insurance talking a little bit about Medicare, important basic information, trying to kind of bring it all into perspective here. And we have David and Margaret back with us today. And certainly I think when you think about Medicare, it can be a little overwhelming, maybe a little bit intimidating. It's a long process.
It really is, and we are so honored that people trust us enough to come to us looking for advice and things like that. But one of the things we find is a lot of times people don't even know how to get started with Medicare. They don't understand that there's 2 or 3 parts, and so they come to us thinking we're going to enroll them in the actual federal plan, Medicare. But unfortunately, that's not something we can do. So Medicare A, Medicare B, you have to enroll in that yourself through the Social Security system, through the Social Security Administration. It's a little overwhelming as to how that all works. But little fun tidbits, okay? When did Medicare start? It started in 1966. It was passed into legislation in 65. So it's not new, but it's not like been around for centuries and centuries. So a lot of times people don't realize that. And the other thing is Medicare Part B today starts, your premium is $164.90 a month, but when it first started, it was $3 a month. So I just thought that was kind of interesting, kind of done a little bit of research. Medicare Part D did not start until 2006. So there's a lot of people today whose grandparents and even parents didn't have pharmacy coverage.
A lot of different numbers as we've seen over the years, and then you talk about enrolling in Medicare, the how, the when. David, there's a lot of information there.
Well, and as people come into Medicare at different stages, I guess. There's disability, so they can, if they've been on Medicare disability for 2 years, then they can start, or Social Security disability, then they can start Medicare. Most people are going to come on when they're 65. And if they're already drawing Social Security, then they're going to get their Medicare automatically. They don't have to do anything. The card will show up about 3 months prior to their birth month. So it's pretty simple, and then they can come in and see us and we can help then. But a lot of people are working past 65 today. So they're not drawing their Social Security at 65. So if you're not and you're wanting Medicare at that point, then you actually have to apply. So they really like for you to do it online, so socialsecurity.gov is the place to start, but there are local offices and they will take you in. Sometimes you have to make an appointment, but that's who enrolls you into Medicare. And then once you have Medicare, then that's kind of where we come into play. Now, if people have questions, we're here, for that. And then some people, because they're working beyond that, they don't need Medicare because they still have their work insurance. So sometimes they may be 70, 75 before they even start Medicare Part B. So there's different parts to that and when they should sign up, but all that, we can answer those questions, but it's going to be Social Security that actually helps them get there.
A lot to navigate because everybody has different circumstances, and we can see when it comes to their personal profile how different their plan might be.
Absolutely. It is so unique for every person, whether they're working, their spouse is working, whether they're on disability, whether they're already retired but not drawing Social Security, all the little different nuances about how you get your Medicare started and activated and when. And again, that's very specific to the individual. So we're always happy to answer those questions and help people kind of guide them into the steps that they need to do. We just can't actually get it activated for them.
And of course, now is a great time, get all your ducks in a row because we've got a couple months before that open enrollment.
Those couple of months seem like they're coming quick though. So yes, getting everything in line and then everything before, we'll know the new plan's October 1st for Medicare. So then we can start signing people up October 15th for next year. So we'll have October 15th through December 7th. But then of course you also have affordable care. We'll have those new plans November 1st, which will be here before you know it, and those will be ready for next year too. So and then people may be retiring now, so it's just this constant, everybody's needs change. So as their needs change, we're here throughout the year for them.
Have been for a long time. David and Margaret, thanks so much for taking the time going through this information for us. Now is a great time. If you have questions, we're going to give everybody the information. Of course, they're located right here in Kingsport. It is Douthat Insurance. You can check out their website for more information, douthatinsurance.com.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Douthat Insurance.